Welcome to a great scene here. Excitement and energy flowing in the stadium as we get ready for this week's Game of the Week. We can only hope that it matches the hype. We've been tracking this matchup for weeks, thinking about a possible top 5 collision. Both teams have done their part, and now here we are, as we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Alabama will kick it off to get us underway. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. The Missouri Tigers offense has the football first here today. And there comes the starter running back onto the field. He is a special talent. You talk to opponents, he's always the focal point when they face this offense.
Boy, Chris, this guy is special. It's almost like he floats across the field. I mean, I don't think anyone can take him down in the open field. He's the guy the teams try to key on, but sometimes it feels as though no one can contain him.
They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play.
First down, NIZ.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Ball handed off. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Looking for his big tight end. Catch made down the left side. An explosive play. An explosive game. Big play moves the ball inside the 40.
Well, this is everything you want from an offense. Good job by that offensive line. You give this quarterback time like this to throw, and he's going to make you pay for it. It's exactly what he did right there with the accuracy of that throw.
Here's the handoff. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. We'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Running back grabs it on a screen. Oh, there's the stiff arm. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
I love early in a game like this where you get the running back involved. You just get his hands on the football. Also, nice, easy screen. Gets the quarterback settled into the game. Nice, easy throw. And look at this. It ends up being a huge play.
Missouri getting set with a 1st and 10 now. On the ground, it's Lacey. They tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
The offense in scoring position with a new set of downs. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
You know, with a real estate it's tight inside the 10-yard line, you love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. That puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
The defense clearly setting up to stuff the run here. Running a quarterback sneak here. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Missouri.
You talk about the right way to get a game started. This offense put together a nice scheme. They felt comfortable with the script, and they moved the ball all the way down the field. 10 plays, and they get a touchdown. If you're the defensive coordinator, you're back to the drawing board trying to figure this out.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Bringing it out, it's Adams. You make the tackle, but there is a flag on the field. Holding. Receiving team. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Wow, what a rough way to start this football game for these guys. Already kind of in a hole inside their own 20. And their first play, they give up a sack, and now they're going in the wrong direction, getting a little closer to their own goal line.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
Punt team ready to boot it away. And here's the fair catch by the return man. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. Really excellent possession last time. The mix, the run, pass kept the defense off balance en route to a touchdown. Looking for some space. It's Lacey.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Keeping it on the ground here. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And Kirk, it's Missouri with the lead here. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. He'll hand it off.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with these defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's across the 25. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
This Missouri offense is moving quickly down the field. Trying to find some room. It's Jones. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
The defense backed up against their own end zone. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
That play sets up a 3rd and goal from the 5 now. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. Right down the middle. And they add to their lead.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Kicker out there again to boot it away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. And the quarterback keeps it here. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Well, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Quick throw to his receiver. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. They're going to kick it away for the 2nd time. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. And there's the handoff. Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
We've reached the 2-minute warning here. Let's see if this offense can build on this big lead before halftime. Important 2nd down play coming up. And the single back takes the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great...
It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. And he's going to float this one to the right side. This one is broken up, falls incomplete.
I don't know if people understand how hard it is to defend against a deep ball in man coverage like that. But this defensive back did it perfectly. Turns his head back just in time to find the ball to ensure that incompletion.
They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36. Force down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. Touchdown, tied. Just ran away from the defense.
I love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. Return begins inside the 10. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Always looking to throw. Locates the tight end. He's complete. That's a huge gain. Stop finally made it to 43.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
Second down play coming up for this offense. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. The junior quarterback fortunate to avoid the turnover there.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, it's going to cost you.
Missouri getting set for the 1st and 10 coming up. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. That's reeled in. It's Jones. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Man, Chris, everything seems to be clicking for this offense. And if they can keep this up through all 4 quarters, it could get really ugly by the 4th.
Missouri now operating in the red zone. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Miller. Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now.
You know, they don't pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. And the offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. Can he get there on the ground? And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
As a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. The extra point makes it a 10-point game. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? He'll hand it off. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Grab behind the line. It's Miller. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. Time running down. Just one play left here in the half. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. The catch is made for a huge pickup. An explosive play moves the ball all the way down near the 25-yard line. The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. And that one's straight down the middle. But hold on, there is a flag on the field, so let's check that out.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee, and they'll bring the football to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. This offense is rolling at the moment. It's first down and 10. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Looking for his big tight end. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. And an explosive play. Stop finally made across midfield at the 44. Alabama comes up with the line quickly.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. Here's the second down play. To throw, it's Simpson. Throws to the tight end. He's got it for a big gain. They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense an edge to it.
Caught behind the line. It's Williams. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense. 7th play of the drive coming up, but it is third down and long.
Just a really good job by the corner here, recognizing this wide receiver screen because he was so...
And the junior able to get home with the sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
And no chance for a return as the punch sails out of bounds. Here comes the Missouri offense back out onto the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown, and they keep it going. And the first play of the drive now, they're backed up at the 12-yard line. That run moves the ball to the 16.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Taking a shot here. Catch is made, room to run here. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big game.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The offense really clicking here. They'll run it here. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. And the quarterback dropping back. Caught near the sticks. It's Miller. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this 1st down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the 1st.
Gonna run it. It's Roberts. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Missouri now in the red zone. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Grab made by the tight end. He'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And I think the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice 1st down.
Missouri getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just for 2 yards. Chris, to me, he's changing the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the 1st down marker. 3rd down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. It's caught downfield. And they bring him down, but that's enough for a 1st down as the clock runs down here in the 3rd quarter. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Scanning the field. It's Simpson. Looks left and finds his target there. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's only his second catch in this entire game. Boy, this defense has done an amazing job of keeping him in check. Let's face it, this guy's as good as anybody in the country. Big-time playmaking ability, but they've taken him out of the game. I think it's a big reason that they have a nice lead.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line with 3rd and 1. Can they pick up the first on the ground? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that run didn't go anywhere here on 3rd down. It'll bring up 4th down, and right now, late in the game, they've got to go for this. They've got to call their best 4th and short play and hope to keep the sticks moving.
Here we go on 4th down. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
Well, I don't blame the offensive coordinator here. It's the right thing to do down a couple scores. They just didn't execute.
So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here?
Well, this is where the offensive line can really assert their will and put on the finishing touches to this game. The defense, you can see them. They're breaking little by little right now. You make sure they break completely.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll hand it off. In the clear at the 25. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Missouri getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Got a lane. Can he get in? All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Chris, that's his 2nd touchdown of the day. You talked about getting off to a great start. He may have more in it.
Try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. And he's brought down to the 16. They've been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Remember, last time they went for it on 4th down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. 1st down. They're going to throw the football. Quick completion to the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker. physical tackle there. Big versus big. To the air. It's Simpson. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. First down, looking to throw the ball. The sophomore able to get home with the sack. That sack makes it second down and forever.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Brought down at the 46, good enough for a first down. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management's going to be very important here in the final minutes. Looking to chuck it again. Caught over the middle. It's Law. Breaks a tackle on the play. Makes a decent gain. Well, going to the line here with the clock running. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Grab near the sticks. It's Law. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. It's an out route. The catch made. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood this scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Looking to pass. It's Simpson. Oh, and he dropped it. You do not see that very often from this guy. It's going to bring up third down. And the long march continues. Offense pushing the ball down the field. On third down, he drops to throw. He's got it near the end zone. And he takes it into the end zone, but a marker is down, so hold on here. Easy choice to decline the pass interference call, and the touchdown stands. Now here comes the point after attempt. I'm going to convert the point after, but still trail by 2 touchdowns, 31-17. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands seem able to make the crucial recovery. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Handoff is back. They'll keep the clock moving. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Second down play coming up. One man at the backfield, and he'll get the football. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. The back's got it. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
They need a yard here on fourth down to keep this drive alive. The call is a quarterback sneak.
Well, they roll the dice and go for it here on 4th down, late in the game with the lead, and they get it. Good job by the offensive line. The running back knew exactly where to go, and this one may be out of reach.
Well, this head coach told us we prepared well. We're ready. I'd be shocked if we didn't go out and play well. And he had a good read on his team. That's a big win.
This team was incredibly well prepared, and schematically, I liked a lot of the things they did to counter how the defense was attacking them. Sometimes games can be won and lost